sorted, crushed, refurbished. Here in the outskirts of Rwanda's capital, the country's e-waste problem is being reckoned with one gadget at a time.
For dismantling, we do it in two categories, for removing hazardous and non-hazardous equipment.
This is the first e-waste recycling plant of its kind in Rwanda. Born out of a 10-year public-private partnership between the government and the Dubai-based company Enviroserve, this plant has cut 1,648 tons of carbon emissions since operations began last year and has the capacity to dismantle between 7,000 to 10,000 tons of e-waste annually, according to Mbera.
This is the biggest facility in East Africa. When e-waste reaches the factory, we start by doing the sorting. We test and see if they can be refurbished or if they can be totally dismantled and crushed. All those that are no longer useful, they are classified as e-waste. It's a problem, it's a global problem.
53.6 metric tons of electronic waste was generated worldwide in 2019, and that number is predicted to rise to 74 metric tons in the next 10 years, according to the Global E-Waste Statistics Partnership.
Globally, waste is increasing, and it is not only increasing in quantity, but also in its complexity and composition. So what this means is that municipalities and waste management companies are faced with challenges to manage waste because landfills are being overfilled.
Back in 2014, a study by the Rwanda Environment Management Authority determined Rwanda's importation of electronic equipment was growing at a pace of around 6% per year. Fast forward to today's COVID-19 era, businesses purchasing new devices in the new working from home reality will skyrocket e-waste output all over the world. That's according to a report published by Blanco Tech Group last year.
When it comes to waste composition, you have so many elements of compounds within an electronic device, for example, gold, silver, platinum, and name them. And these sort of elements could be extracted and transformed into products.
Since we started operations, we have been able to repair and refurbish more than 5,000 computers, which were sold to schools. We have recycled more than 4,000 tons of e-waste. We have created more than 500 jobs, but also we have started to repurpose batteries, lithium batteries.
Solar equipment and all battery recycling keeps hazardous material out of Rwanda's landfills, but it's also a business opportunity for those in the value chain.
We build a sustainable e-waste ecosystem, for managing e-waste by looking at the whole value chain. Where does the e-waste come from? Who is using a lot of these electronics? But more importantly, by having this embedded in our policies and regulations. As we speak, the environment policy, which was passed in 2019, talks about circular economy. This is a new idea that was added to the environment policy.
Eric is part of the circular economy. As a former employee and graduate of Enviroserve Tech Training, he repairs and sells thousands of refurbished equipment while employing 30 young technicians in 2 store locations in Kigali.
When electronics get spoiled, you can go buy parts and replace them. That way, the gadget becomes functional again. I grew up liking electronics, and that's why I took the first step to learn how electronics work so that I can repair them.
Recycling in Rwanda is boosting the local economy and helping the environment. Globally, it could become a $10 billion opportunity, according to the Global Monitor, which calculates that by applying the rate of extraction or raw material, about 17%, to the total e-waste in the world. With a long road ahead, Rwanda's proactive approach is creating awareness in sub-Saharan Africa and is set to foster a cleaner digital future.
I have hope since we're always tech-driven and everything we need is through the use of technology, in this country and around the world. So when things are broken and I'm able to repair it, I feel very happy.